Now this is one a max heap tree. Let's say I want to insert a value 40 in this tree. So we will discuss later how can we create a step by step max heap tree, but assume that this tree is created and now we want to insert a 40 into this, and most probably this heap tree is implemented using array data structure. So the corresponding representation in array 5, 10, 12 and 6 would be something like this, okay, level by level, and these are the indices, okay. Now where this 40 would be inserted? 40 will be inserted initially at the first free available space. So 40 would be inserted here, okay. Now this violates the constraint of a heap tree. So we need to set this 40. So for that this 40 would be compared with its ancestor, okay. So 40 and 5, as 5 is lesser than 40, this both would be exchanged. So 5 would come here and 40 will come here, okay. Similarly the in array representation also 15, 40 comes here, 10, 12, 6 and 5. This is the corresponding array representation of this tree, and this process should be repeated, okay. So now again 40 would be compared with his ancestor, okay. So 20 is smaller, so 40 comes here, okay, and 20 comes here. Again array representation, 40 comes here, 20 comes here, 30, 15, 10, 12, 6 and 5, okay. This is the array representation, okay. Again the same process, 40 would be compared with the 30. So 30 is smaller, so 30 comes here and 40 comes here, okay. Similarly array representation, here 40 comes here, 30, 15, 20, 10, 12, 6 and 5. So this is the final heap tree after insertion of a 40, okay. So 40, then 30, then 15, 20, 10, 12, 6, okay, and here 5. Let's take one more example of insertion. Let's say I want to insert 35. So it would be inserted at this first free available space. Now this 35 would be compared with its ancestor. So 20 is smaller, so 35 comes here and 20 goes down here. Similarly 35 would be compared it with ancestor, so 30 is smaller, so 35 comes here and 30 goes down. Again this process would be repeated until this condition become false. 35 it's compared with with 40, as 40 is not smaller than 35, 35 remains set here, okay. So the final heap tree is 35, here 15, 30, 40, 35, 15, here 30, 10, 12 and 6, okay, and here 5 and 20, okay. So this is the heap tree after insertion of 35, okay. Now we will discuss how algorithm for creation of a heap, and how can we create step by step this heap tree.